It's the Archivist, y'all. And we're in the USA with Devin the Dude. Exclusively interviewing Devin the Dude. And who is the baby-making, weed-smoking, danking Devin the Dude?
What's up, y'all? Live in the house, man. You know what I'm talking about? Chilling. Right here, man, in Washington. Yep, Bellingham. Sound like Nottingham, but Bellingham, you know, it's real live out here too, man. We usually come here on tour, but it's nice to come out here on the spot day, especially with Shock G in the place to be. It's going down.
And let's go way back from breakdancing in the park and digging in them cans, share on the evolution from the start and any vinyl gems that you found being from St. Petersburg.
Oh yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a cool thing, you know. Being in like in the 3rd grade, 4th grade, we were like living right in front of a radio station, WRXB, which still exists, still there today. You know, every Wednesday they'll throw away a lot of records that had like little minor scratches on them. You know, sometimes just because they couldn't afford to play them on the air and have it scratched, and you know. But I used to go and get them out the trash all the time, man, and take them home and, you know, find some of the gems or the good ones out of the bunch. Some of the ones but didn't even have a scratch on them at all, actually. They just was promos and other stuff that they gave the radio station.
And smoking that weed since 13. Tell us about after the race in Oakland back in 94, because we are in Nottingham right now.
It's Bellingham. No, but yeah, man, we started smoking weed at 13. Yeah, after my homeboy beat me running, you know what I'm saying, on a foot race. He betted me that weed doesn't slow you down, and he was smoking for a long time, and I just refused to smoke because I thought, you know what I'm saying, just slow you down, man. If you're gonna play sports, you better not do that shit. So he was like, you know what I'm saying, let's race. He beat me, and I started smoking with him.
And classic Odd Squad share on the start of the group, the best times, and that original print album is worth a lot right now.
Oh yeah, man, it's cool, man. Me and Jug Mug and Rob Quest, man, we look back on that, man. We trip out on that, man. We're about to go to LA to do a video to one of the songs that's gonna be on a motion picture called Hillbilly Highway. It's a song that we're doing called We Get High. We're gonna do a video for it just to trip out, you know, bring back old stories, old memories and stuff, man. But man, a lot of fun memories, you know, especially with DJ Screw, with Big Mello, a lot of cats that, you know, passed away too in hip hop and out in Houston, put it down. But you know, it's been a blast, and you know, still cool. We still brothers.
Any memories you have with fallen soldiers from H-Town that you could share?
Oh, well, I remember how DJ Screw used to come and wake us up in the morning when he found out we was trying to get a demo done, and we asked him to do the cuts on it, and he just used to come bang on the window when after we've been hung over, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I thought we was going to the studio. Come on, let's go. He just gave us that drive, and you know, that's a real good influence. Big Mello, who passed away, he was with Rap a Lot. He was like a soldier of the Rap a Lot, you know, a brother, you know what I'm saying, a mentor. He, you know what I'm saying, in the studio, outside, the studio, and in the studio. He was like a brother and a mentor, so, you know, we really miss him a lot.
And Face Mob, the other side of the law. Definitely some family music, that classic Tales from the Hood. Anything you like to elaborate on the group and the music that was made?
Oh, man, it was like it was crazy because Face was just putting together a lot of solo artists that he had in mind to do, you know what I'm saying? 350, Shirey, DMG, you know, Smitty, Warren Lee. It was just real cool, and just during that time he was trying to get solo artists together. He was like, hey, you know, I got all these people together, let's just just put something out, just to let everybody know who you are as a whole, and then we'll start doing out individually. And just being a group and putting out group albums as Face Mob wasn't really the initial plan. It was just an idea that sparked up, and we came together real cool, and we became somewhat of a family too.
And the Dude, it put you on the map by this image that we have here.
Yeah, man, right here, man.
And I definitely caught on since those hits were put down. What was going on in your mindset back then?
Man, I was just trying to hurry up and get the photo shoot done, man. You know, I took about 1,000 pictures only 2 in the bathroom like this because somebody just like, hey, you got a song called In the Bathroom, Boom Boom. What you going to You know, I just like, fuck it. And I just kidding, tripping. Did like 2 snaps. Okay, let's get up. And at the end, you know, I go with the majority rule, you know, as far as the pitches and stuff. Everybody went with this one. This one, I like, man, come on, man. And this came out, everybody was tripping. And everybody thought I was fat because I have like a shadow on there. And the back of the wall makes my arm look big and stuff. Like, man, you used to be big on that. Like, no, I was just full of shit or something. I don't know what's wrong. No, but I was, you know, it's a big shadow. It was cool, but I was like, it could have been a better album cover, I thought. But in the end, I was satisfied with it, and everybody goes back to this right here and refer me to this one. They were like, man, that Boo Boo album, man, was real cool.
And what was Scarface and Rap-A-Lot's role in your development as an artist? Crazy C, Rob Quest. Oh, what a job this is.
Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? Well, Crazy C, he's the one who got us in the door with Rap-A-Lot. He was a friend with Rob Quest. Back in the day, they went to the same church, and then Big Mellow, and they always knew each other growing up. He gave the demo to Lil J. Gave one of our demos to Lil J. And Lil J, you know, he got, you know, real interested in signing us and came by the house and talked to us. And, you know, it took us like 3 months, but, you know what I'm saying, we decided to go to Rap-A-Lot, and that's one of our biggest moves. We was real happy about that. And afterwards, 2 or 3 years later, you know, Scarface asked me, you ever thought of doing like a solo album? I was like, well, not really, you know, I'm more of a group thing. I like the group. But he was like, well, man, you know, that would be real cool, you know, solo. And then Lil J also asked me, like, man, yeah, solo would be real nice. I was like, I don't know. And there was somebody, I forgot his name right off. He was like, I don't think Devin's ready for a solo. I was like, man, what are you talking about? Let me say no. You know, I was like, oh, hold on, let me just try something. I'll try it. Fuck it. I tried it, you know, with the blessings from the art squad and everything. I had to, you know, go to my group and like, you know, saying, what do y'all think about me doing a solo album? And every solo album that I did, you know, I tried to incorporate the art squad because it's going to be that sound pretty much anyway, because that's how we came up with that, pretty much that odd sound and the, you know, just the carefree, weed smoking, chilling, that pretty much.
And how did you get on the Up and Smoke tour as a youngin'? What did it do for you? And how much weed do you need to work with someone from Canada?
Oh, man. Actually, Dre, man, was telling me how him and Snoop used to listen to the Odd Squad. Like 92, 93, you know, before the Odd Squad album came out. You know, we was having real cool ties with those cats. And Lil J had 3-2 and Big Mike as the Convicts. They was out in California doing some music beforehand. They got a whiff of the Odd Squad, and they was like, man, they was really, you know, digging the stuff. And I was like, what? Y'all used to listen to us? Like, yeah, him and Snoop's like, yeah, man, we used to listen to y'all, man. And, you know, we always admired your music. That was huge for me right there. So by the time he came around to doing that Chronic album, you know, he got in touch with somebody at Rap-A-Lot who got in touch with me and just gave me a call at the house, and I was answering the phone. I was like, yeah, Dr. Dre's supposed to call you in a couple of hours, man. Just be by the phone. I was like, yeah, right. But, you know, a few hours later he called, and I was like so excited, and it was a cool, big turning point actually in my career. So.
And your experience on the Up and Smoke tour?
Oh man, wonderful, wonderful. I thought it was just going to be one big party, and it was like for the first 2 weeks. Just party, and it started catching up with me, and everything started turning into work. I only played a small part in the tour every night, but it was important that the mechanism was there and everything worked the same way every day. That same energy got to be presented to the next city like it was to the previous one. I had to stay on my toes, had to know that it was a business. I had to look around and see how, you know, how much Dr. Dre had to do, how much Snoop had to do every day versus what I had to do. And I was like, you know, I can't be just getting tired and just, you know, whining about anything. They going through it. They had to do a whole bunch of stuff every day on schedule. So, you know, it's a job for real.
And other records, from Just Trying to Live to The Extreme, Waiting to Inhale, Landing Gear, Sweet 420, Gotta Be Me, share on the accomplishments and the discography created.
Oh man, had fun doing each and every one of these. Man.
I support real music, you know what I'm saying? We can't buy those in Canada.
Oh yeah.
I went to every store and there was not one Devin the Dude CD I could buy. Some craziness. We got to get more of your music up there.
Really, I didn't have a lot to do with this one right here, but the album I had, To the Extreme, it was going to be a double album, and it was going to be like To the Extreme, but I didn't have enough music to make it work, so I didn't put the second one out, and this was most of this music came around. It was okay, but I wish it could have been a little better mixed and worked with and stuff. But
still dope. Love it.
Appreciate you, man.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
So anything from the discography you can tell us about?
Oh man. So
from
many,
everything you've created.
There's so many stories I don't know where to start, man. It's just been a wild career, man. I didn't think it would be this long, or people that I admire would admire some of my music, man. And just the whole path of working with different artists, and meeting people who you've never met before, know some of your songs, and they had some type of experience, or my song kind of helped them out in some sort of way, I've heard, you know what I'm saying? So there's not one story I can cling on to, but all the stories together just make one cool adventure for me.
Incredible. And how is Andre 3000 and Snoop in the studio together working with you? And tell us about the Coffee Brothers.
Oh, the Coffee Brothers, man. These are my brothers. Actually, the Coffee Brothers is the Odd Squad, and it branches off to all our friends and associates and homeboys and who sip coffee with us, do music. You know, most rap, some sing, some don't do either. But you know, they consider Coffee Brothers and sisters just because they're helping with the movement of it all, and they're willing to do whatever it takes, you know, just to just keep it going and just keep the brotherhood of just feeling good going, you know.
And working with Andre 3000 Snoop?
Andre 3000 and Andre 3000 Snoop, man, just wonderful. Like, actually brothers that, you know what I'm saying, brothers from another mother. I don't even want to sound so cliche with it, but for real, it's, you know, it's kind of like when we first met, it was like, oh, we were just happy to meet each other, you know, the feeling was like mutual, and, you know what I'm saying, we've always talked about working together from, you know, 10 years ago, before we even got a chance to get on the same song together. We just been waiting just for that to happen. We always knew it was going to be real cool once it did happen, and it did, and it does sound cool. Make some more songs together.
Hell yeah. And the Fresh Brew Tour, what's up with that damn boom? What's the story about the boom?
Oh man, boom, man. And it's that story like that, man. It's just like when there's studios up there, and people running out studios to go to, and a lot of colored cats come up to studios up there in Houston, and they look for certain stuff that we don't have. You know, they want 808 kick drums and stuff like that. We don't have shit like that. We got banjos and sliding guitars and stuff. But no, man, we just me and Rob Quest from Oswald, man, we always talk about the studios and what it's become and what kind of crazy scenarios that happen, you know. And we're just doing skits and calling up people pretending to be somebody who's looking for a boom, and you know, we're just having fun, getting high, having fun.
Super incredible. I had no clue that was you. That's so dope. And you're a weed chef. What is your favorite food to make? Share some of the crazy gifts that you've gotten from your fans.
Oh man, with weed, I like to make brownies, cookies, you know, the OG edibles, brownies and cookies. That's pretty much it. I put some in my spinach before. It has real spinach. And that was real cool. It was real cool. Oh man, yeah. Somebody ate some of that. Like, did you do something to the spinach?
And some of the gifts that you've received from some of your fans. Around the world?
Some of my fans, a couple of thongs with numbers attached to them. That's cool. On the stage, that was it was with weed packages and edibles and stuff. But I don't just, you know what I'm saying. The weed on the stage is pretty much a real cool thing too, man. I have. What other gifts I got? What's the name? Herbal pipe. The guy who makes the herbal pipe is like a machine. You put the weed in, you just push a button, and it pushes the weed to you, and everything is real cool. Oh man, he gave me a couple of those, man. It was real nice. Different bongs and pipes, and you know what I'm saying, and you know, a lot of stuff like that. Glass, you know, little bowls and stuff.
And singles, Higher Learning with Young Jeezy, Moon and Stars with Big Crit, Fuck You with Dre, Caddy Music with Slim Thug, so much more. What inspires you mostly musically?
What inspires me musically? Probably the music itself. Probably a real dope instrumental, a real dope song by one of the artists that I like. You know, my brother, my older brother Donnie. You know what I'm saying? He always asks me, "What you doing? What you got next? What's up, man? You need to come on." You know, my mom even, my family. You know, have a lot to do with my inspiration. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. You know.
And Seriously Trippin' EP, and One for the Road, and the Hillbilly Highway. We'd love to know more.
Oh man, yeah, I got an EP out called Seriously Trippin'. I got like 6 songs on it, man, and just like a little teaser of the album. Probably 3 of those songs may make it on the album, but you know, just to let the people know I'm, you know, still got a little something out there doing it. And Hillbilly Highway is a movie that's kind of funny, man. Lil Duval, the comedian, he's starring in it, and I'm there tripping with him, and we're kind of like 2 cats from Atlanta who are always getting caught up in little petty stuff. So we decided to try to do something big, you know what I'm saying, and go to Kentucky and try to get some crops and come back with it, but it ain't that easy. So it's pretty funny. It should be out in November. We got a few songs on that. Hard Squad got a couple of tracks. You know, they want me to kind of present this soundtrack or whatever, so I'm looking forward to that.
And one of the best tours that you could tell us about? Any tour stories?
Oh man, well, you know, the Up in Smoke, man, that's a lot, man. But I went on another tour too with Snoop and Method Man, Redman. That was real cool. I like that tour. Wow, man. Coffee Brothers tours the past few years been crazy. As far as just the one particular story about, I don't really have no. I would plead the fifth on the stories, man. But it's always been incredible shows and incredible people, man, and cities that we never stepped foot into, man, unless it was, you know, hip hop was here. So we appreciate the love that everybody give us in hip hop. Appreciate the longevity of hip hop too.
And the largest crowd you've ever rocked?
Wow. It's not that many to a lot of big artists, man, but I would with Ray, I guess it's had to be what, at least almost like 70, 80,000, something like that.
You know what show that was, or you remember?
Actually, the average crowd was like 60,000 or so on the Up in Smoke tour, so you know.
Very
that
nice.
range, 60 to 90 range somewhere. So I don't know.
And the best Southern hip hop memory you've been part of or contributed to?
My best hip hop memory in the South, I guess when the Fresh Fest came to Houston, you know, Astroworld, I was there. Oh man, it was just so live, man, to see just Houdini and just Run DMC and Fat Boys and just everybody. Then we went to Astroworld, which is like the Six Flags thing. That's where they did it at. And we was walking and riding rides, and most of the artists from Fresh Fest started riding rides, just mingling with the people and just walking. And I came this close to Ecstasy and Jaleel and Houdini, and I was like, I wanted to say something, but I didn't know what to say, and I was telling my friends like, look. And by that time, we just kept walking by, and I didn't know what to say. Man. It was like fun. But I was just, man, I was starstruck. I knew that it was gonna last because it was just so big, and it was just, man, that was my best concert there.
And any memories for you that you've been part of or contributed to as Devin the Dude?
Up in Smoke too. I know it's coming up a lot in the interview, but
No, it's a beautiful moment.
Yeah, it was. It did a lot for me too. A lot of people say they have a chance to match my voice with my face because they never really kind of knew who I was, or whatever. But,
And you have anything to say to Canada?
oh, much love to Canada. Much love to Canada, man. When I first went out there, man, they welcomed me with open arms. They asked me what took me so long to be there. Like, I don't know, I'll be back soon, man. Went out to Ottawa, you know, Vancouver, you know, everything's just been cool. It's like Amsterdam to me, you know. Bamsterdam, that's what they called it.
And you got any shouts?
Oh, man, much love just to everybody, period. Just people, period. Everybody who's looking at this thing right now, who knows me or listen to some of my music or appreciate what I've done. Because that's pretty much what I started doing hip-hop for. I started rapping for. Somebody liked one rap that I did, and I kept doing that one rap over and over and over and over to everybody. And it just felt good all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it.
And shouts to Shock G and Rico.
You know what I'm saying? Shock G, man, everybody on the tour, man. You know what I'm saying? Reek, much love to everybody, man, putting it together. Much love to Canada, everybody in Canada, man. Much love to Washington, too, man. I love Washington.
And shouts to Devin the Dude. It's amazing that I get to capture this with you. And this is the Archivist, and you already know the name, y'all.
Yeah.